Hey guys, Eric here with another requested run. I've got a Faerie with a Dagger, Vacuum, and Cyclone. And I just played this run with a mouse and keyboard, and you saw how powerful the Cyclone, Vacuum, Teleport combo could be. I think though it's a little harder to position yourself perfectly with the Faerie Teleport when you're using a controller compared to the mouse. With the mouse, it's extremely powerful. With the controller, it's less reliable, so I'm going to try to build around Cyclone this time, and I'm going to play the whole run through with Cyclone as my primary skill. I'm going to just use the Faerie Teleport as sort of an evasion initiation skill. And so hopefully I can show that this loadout works pretty well with the controller as well. It's important to know that you can position your enemies with Cyclone. Even if you're using the controller, you have an immense amount of control over where your enemies end up by basically pushing on the control stick. So, like this Faerie, if I want to pull him to my right, I push to the right, and I activate Cyclone. Cyclone is always an area of effect around you. So anyone who is close to you, regardless of which direction you're pointing, is going to get pulled in the Cyclone. And so the point is to use your pad to pull them where you want them to be. And so that could be the middle of the map, that could be over next to some other guys, so you can chain a vacuum grenade onto the attack. There's a lot of ways that could go. But that's a very important thing to know, is that your Cyclone will be directed based on how you're pressing the stick at the moment you activate it. And so there, what I was trying to do is I was trying to get right on the guys, and as soon as their attack cycles were going off, I activated Cyclone. It's an important thing to know that you can feel very, very safe running into a pack of enemies, as I did there, with Cyclone, because it will instantly grab everyone in a pretty nice area around you and pull them together. And then what you can do with this particular build is you can easily follow up with your vacuum. So, like right here, out there all masked up, I can vacuum them, and that's another nice little start. Alright, so the big question is, well, where does the Dagger then fit into all of this? Because the Dagger is single target, and so the Dagger is good in the sense that it's going to help in the boss fights if you build around it, but you have all these reasons you might be more interested in building around skill mastery. And so the Dagger is always going to be nice for positioning yourself. It's providing a passive movement bonus. But the real question is, do I want to be more of a brawler? Do I blink right on top of that attack? That's smart. I'm just going to go ahead and interrupt some of his attacks. Whenever I feel uncomfortable dodging an attack manually, I'll just go ahead and interrupt it as I did there and there. And then when I think that I can get around it some other way, I will. Save those stuns. So as you saw there, I kind of leaned on Dagger as my damage source. I don't know if that's how I want this build to go. So there's two very separate paths here. There's the skill mastery booster that will turn my Cyclone and my vacuum into more potent weapons. And then there's the battle bracers build, where I just kind of rely on the Dagger. I think it'd be kind of fun to see how the Dagger build stacks up. I'll go ahead and pick up a little more warpstone. So I'm really going to try to build around my attack. I'll probably level up Cyclone to rank 2, because I think that gives me a huge amount of control over the area of effect fights, which are traditionally something kind of hard to deal with. With a Dagger, which is a single target weapon, obviously. Again, I move in where everyone is near me, and then I activate the Cyclone. I can be very sort of reckless around big packs of guys. Alright, so I did find the Bazaar. I'll go ahead and dust it. Oh wow. So there's all sorts of ways to get money before I go into that Bazaar. Here's one of them. So again, I can interrupt their attacks when appropriate. It is nice that I can stun guys, but I don't really have these long-term stuns. It's nice to have stuns with a Dagger because it guarantees you backstabs, even if their back isn't turned, as long as they're like getting pulled through the air or they're stunned, you're going to get that bonus damage. But, okay. Alright, so again, the skill build would have been amazing here. I would have picked up that glowing orb before. I'd be able to get the crystal skull on sale. And actually, I could easily switch gears into that build right now if I wanted to just pick up the skull and go ahead and look for like Wise Man upgrades. But again, I want to try the Dagger build, so I'm going to pick up the Wyvern Mail and the Sepulchre statue, which is going to give me insane attack speed. And so now I really need to boost up my attack damage because I'm still only hitting for 80, which is pretty pathetic. Again, I can move right into the middle of these guys, stun them once, and as soon as they're unstunned, stun them again with my grenade. You see I'm starting to hit pretty hard with that dagger. I could upgrade my dagger. I'm not sure it's worthwhile because I'm really not getting to backstab a ton. I'm going to see if I can find the blacksmith first. I think that would be the nicer option. Oh my, I was totally off. I'm still pretty rusty with the controller, as you can see. I usually play mouse and keyboard, but I do think the Faerie is harder with the gamepad because you have less insane control over what is otherwise like the most powerful skill in terms of that Faerie teleport for evasion. So let's just see what sets are in this world. I don't have a dust. Okay, so Berserkers, so again, my goodness, this build could have been insane with skill mastery. I'm going to try to make this work though. I'm going to go with the Berserker set. Oh, that's, again, a kind of set you would build with a physical approach, as I have here, obviously. You see that I am killing stuff in a hurry with my dagger with this high attack speed. So I feel very confident about that. In general, though, oops, I walked right into that. In general, you are not really looking to level up the dagger super fast unless you're doing like some kind of build where you can guarantee it. Like say I had a shockwave and a whirlwind, so I always knew the guys I would be hitting would be stunned, so I'd be getting this bonus damage. It would be really awesome to upgrade my dagger there. But in this case, you know, for a little extra movement speed, well, I'm already a Faerie, I already move really fast. I already have 40% bonus damage when they are stunned, but I can't necessarily reliably keep guys stunned. I just think it's probably not worth it in this case. So trying to kill all these guys with a single target weapon through the Halloran is pretty dumb. What I should have done, if I was smart, is just like break this first. Because again, I do have single target damage. Whatever. Not always going to take the smart path. I will pop my healing potion. Because if I'm going to be brawling, it's a little bit scarier. I'm going to chain my stuns to bring down the shield, and otherwise I just need to dodge him. If I don't like where he is, I can always use Cyclone, as I did there, to kind of pull in the center of the map there. Let's bring down the shield. Let's jump away. So you see this is a pretty strong build. A ton of movement speed. I have a ton of attack speed. I really, really, really need some damage. So let's see what's going on this side of the map. Okay, I found, it's actually a perfect spot to dust. Unfortunately, that's not the god I want, but I can go ahead and break that statue. I want to stay with Sepulchre. But if I dust there, I can then farm up gold, and hit the bazaar. The problem is I'm not sure what items at the bazaar I really, really desperately want. And I don't actually have any dust right now. So I'm going to look for a town first. So hopefully that I can pick up some dust. I'm killing this guy away from his friends. Those friends are going to chase him, of course. Now I'm just taking away. I'm interrupting his attack. Okay, so there's the dust. Hopefully, I mean, there's the town. Hopefully I find dust. I was lucky to find some. I'll go ahead and buy both of those. Do I pick up the attack damage? Yeah, that's probably a smart pickup. I probably need a little more health since I'm going to be brawling. It's probably smart to have the health now. I will go ahead and pull these guys. I think if I'm smart about like picking my targets when they're not too close to the portal, I can just easily beat them down. Because these little guys, they turn their back and let me just beat the hell out of them. It's really not a problem to kill them in terms of getting a merciless. I really want a merciless here. Oh no! No! I've almost screwed this up 3 times now. I'm not sure if I screwed it up or not. I'm not sure if all those little guys got through. Okay, so I barely got the merciless defense. That was extremely clumsy. I'm going to dust now so that I can take this path. I'm going to go this way, this way, this way, this way, and then hit the bazaar. which means I'm going to have to waste another dust. Is that smart? No. I could just go this way, dust, hit this, hit this, hit that, hit this, hit that. I think I have time to do that, so I'm going to try. I will immediately take out this temple. Because I have Dagger, again, I have really good single target damage. If things ever get hairy, I can use Cyclone. And then once I've got the temple down, it's a lot less scary. Again, I'm chaining my stuns together, which gives me enormous amounts of control over the battlefield. Great support for my Dagger. Alright, I will pop the dust. I will farm up some gold before I run in. Okay, so I just wanted to kind of kill all these dudes in a hurry. Again, I'm not afraid to run right into the middle of enemies so I can pull them. That time was kind of stupid. I knew that a boomerang was coming into the guys. I stayed right next to him anyways. That was just dumb play. But again, right there, like, I can run right into the thick of things. I know that it's not going to be too scary because I always have an option of Cyclone. Alright, so let's see if there's anything awesome for me at the bazaar. So there's nothing awesome, so it's a very awkward situation I'm in. I could pick up the Elixir Freneticus. This is basically going to give me infinite attack speed. The problem is I'm not going to be hitting very hard at all. It's really not that great of a boost in terms of my damage. If I had some kind of proc effect, like if I had Bolt Thrower set or something, this would be absolutely insane. But as it is, a ton of attack speed isn't that great. I really, really want attack damage. So I think the smart move here might be to not even pick up the Elixir. I really don't need the bonus movement speed. I really don't need the minus attack damage. I think I'm just going to move towards completing my Berserker set. It feels pretty lame. I'm tempted to buy this dust booster. But let's just move on. So I don't need to teleport back here because then I miss out on this mini-boss. So I'll just take the mini-boss, and then I'm going to end up teleporting one way or another. But so you see my attack speed is already plenty good. It's not that it would be bad to pick up that Freneticus, but it's just... it's not really what I'm trying to accomplish here. So this guy's actually really annoying. You saw he was on the fire there. I went ahead and used my Cyclone to pull him out of the fire so that I could beat him down without too much worry. So you know, it actually would have been smarter, I think, to teleport there first, because then I could see what's here. Instead, I kind of have to, like, because maybe I would have wanted to visit this point more than this point. But as it is, I'm going to have to waste a teleport. And do I go here blind? Yeah. Why not? Okay, so it turns out to be Necris, so I'm going to immediately try to take him out. And when the enemies get... when things get too hot, I can Vortex Strike. I do wish I was hitting a little harder. If my Dagger was dealing a little more damage, I could be dropping these guys almost instantly. So attack damage plus 25, oh, that's a really expensive upgrade. And I'm paying 90 for only 25 attack damage. The Skill Master is basically worthless. Do I still pick it up anyways? Yeah, I'm not sure how many opportunities I'm going to have to power up my attack damage. I think it's been a little bit unlucky with the shots. So I'm going to continue to just use my stuns when appropriate to interrupt his attacks, and then I'll use my Faerie some of the other times. I'm going to pull him into the center. I don't like being near the edge of the screen against this guy that much. So getting a little reckless playing the same build twice in a row. You see, I don't have that potential to instantly destroy areas like I did with the Area of Effect magic build. I do think that's probably the stronger build here. But I also think that if I got... do I need the blacksmith? If I did manage to pick up some attack damage, this build would be so much better. I'm just going to move over here and immediately complete my Berserker set. I'm going to have really, really good attack speed once I do. I don't know how hard it's going to be to get a Merciless here. In theory, it's going to be that hard. I'm just going to try to lock these guys up. with my stuns. Like pull them away from the portals. And of course I need to beat down. So single target damage is extremely nice when you go for the Mistress defense. And I got it pretty easily there again. Okay, I will dust here. I did not find a treasure mountain. How disappointing. Do I heal up? I'll go ahead and heal and look for an item first. I don't want skill mastery. I could maybe use a little more dust. I'll go ahead and heal. I'll buy the dust. I'm not sure I need it. Not sure if I need the warp stones. I really want to find a bazaar and like pick up some crazy attack damage booster. Or maybe I need to look for another set to boost my attack damage. Got everyone on the edge of the map now. You see, this build would be so good if I could just... Oh wow, now this... now I'm screwed here by a little bit of RNG. I really wanted to complete the Berserkers set. You see, I need to visit the blacksmith, but he did not have what I want. Do I go Skull Crusher set? I mean, that's guaranteed plus 75 attack damage if I can complete it, and it'd be nice to proc stuns constantly. I don't know, that's a tough one. I'm gonna save my money. Just mad that that guy didn't have the set I really wanted. I'm gonna give him my business. Pass these guys up, chain stun, vacuum grenade. So you see, this is still a very powerful build. I'm just not instantly blowing everything up as I was before. Let's see if the bazaar's on this edge of the map. I'm gonna just move here, just for scouting purposes. Okay, again, more skill mastery Führer. This run really wanted me to build a totally different way. Just in terms of item support, it's just been terrible for this attack build I went with. So that's too bad. But sometimes that happens. Sometimes when you try to force a build, I saw it even early in the game, it wasn't like super obvious that this is the way to go. So as soon as I saw some item support that really was not helping here, I probably should have switched gears. But I didn't, that's fine. Can make this work, I hope. I'll dust that bazaar. I really want an attack damage booster. And once again, skill mastery booster, Führer booster. What a mess. More attack speed. So all I'm finding is attack speed in this run. I will go ahead and pick up that attack speed doubler. Why? The game really wants me to have infinite attack speed that badly. Who am I to deny it? You do have to be more aware of some of these enemies' attack cycles. I think the key, though, to really staying up on the enemies and doing well in this particular run. Wow. So on sale, I'll take that just for the attack damage. I would like to build the Skull Crusher set. I did not go back and pick up that Elixir Freneticus like I was planning to, did I? Oh well, that's fine. I don't need more attack speed. My attack speed's already great. I need more attack damage. Anyways, the trick, I think, to making this particular build work, like building around the dagger, is to sort of hold that Cyclone back. You don't have to use it to initiate, and you don't have to use it every time it's off cooldown, because you're not trying to get damage out of it. You're just trying to control the fights to make sure that you're staying safe. So when I'm up next to enemies and I feel like things are getting hairy, I can always just pop that Cyclone. Soften these guys up a bit. It's massive up here. And pop that Cyclone to interrupt guys who are up close and look like they might cause me damage. Okay, so again, been really crappy with the way the shots have worked out. I'm moving up to here so I can dust. I still don't have the attack damage that would really make this build work. Again, I changed my stuns there. I kind of struggle in these fights where there's a lot of enemies that stack up because I have no AoE damage. Is my volume right? right. Okay, once again, did not find what I want. Once again, attack speed. It's kind of crazy the way this run has worked out. Fine, I'll buy the Dust Blade. This has just been a silly run. I'm going to move here and use the Dust Blade to scout. I will most likely reveal Treasure Mountains because I've had really bad luck so far finding them. I want to kill it. Ooh, no. Get out of that. I really want to find attack damage. I can't believe how bad this run has been in terms of showing me the items that would really make this run work. Okay, so I can make more progress on Skull Crushers. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pop the dust here. Okay, so again, that upgraded dust, that Dust Blade, is fantastic for scouting. I will go ahead and pick up a piece of the Skull Crusher set, hopefully here. That'll give me a little more attack damage. Okay, so there it is. Could also have considered, no. Completing Skull Crusher set would be really nice. It would make like these mini boss fights really super easy, because I would just constantly be slugging the heck out of everything. And I would miss my Cyclone there. Again, it might have made sense to like upgrade my Cyclone at a wise one. I actually pulled that guy out of the meteor. It's better letting the meteor hit because I knew I'd kill him pretty fast myself. Again, I'm looking for stat boosters. So okay, so the support for the magic build is on sale. The support for the attack damage build is not. It's kind of been the story of these towns. That's fine. I'm finally starting to put together a little attack damage. So I'm actually going to be able to hit things. Still not the greatest. You see, I can just sort of straight around my enemy. Close range. Use the Cyclone when everything's a bit scary. Finally, I found a Sephocles. No, this has been a crazy bad run. Sephocles has not been the god that I really wanted. Wow. I was right on top of that boulder. I thought I was safe. I mistimed it a tiny bit. So now I need to heal up again. Kind of sad. Okay, I will get a little more Sephocles favor. That will take me to rank 2. That will be very nice. Boost to my damage. Just need to make sure not to kill him. So let's pull this guy out of here. Okay. I do need to make sure that I kill all these summoners. So they don't summon too much stuff. Where'd that summoner go? Did I kill the one already? Okay. Alright. A little more favor up, please. Sorry I'm bitter this run. Things have just not worked out the way I hoped in terms of itemization. I'll go ahead and pop this now. I could hit gold, normal, jeweler. But then I won't have... Yeah, then I want to have a teleport to get to the boss. So again, I want to take out these guys first. I don't like them summoning a bunch of skeletons. I don't know why I do have insane movement speed, so I really shouldn't be getting hit. I do have Skull Crusher set now, which is giving me a bunch of damage, most importantly, but is also nice for its stun. That will be very handy against the bosses. So you see this guy just like stops in place because it's stunned essentially. And again, it'd be even better if I picked up that elixir from enemies, but obviously I have the attack speed where it's pretty much irrelevant. Pretty much just unlocking everything all the time. No way I'm going to fail to get a Merciless there. Okay, I'll go ahead and teleport to the boss. I do have to be a bit careful. I'm pretty low on health here. I mean, I really wish I had picked up like a few health boosters. So I just kind of have to hit and run against this guy. I can always stun him with my normal attacks, but he does eventually trigger his stun resistance. You see, like that. So it's a bit annoying when he does that. So here I just pulled him into a part of the map that I thought was a little safer. I just sort of back off whenever it looks like he's doing something too scary for me. Again, I have insane movement speed. Thanks to the Dagger, I can really dodge however I want to. So let's just keep him where he is. Just kind of beat on him in chunks. Again, this is kind of a sad way to kill him, but sometimes that's the way you gotta do it. Plenty of movement speed to dodge. I just have to be patient. Wait for my opportunities to really lay in a lot of damage. I'll go ahead and... I'll do Necros again. I think this is actually by far the hardest god with no AoE damage. So, like, definitely if you were doing this run and you knew that Necros was going to be the god, like in a daily, you could hit start here and see which god you need to kill this run. You would definitely have built around the Cyclone and the Vacuum if you knew you were going to Necros. Whereas with a Dagger, it's really hard to deal with large area of effect stuff. So I could boost up my health. That would probably be smart to keep me alive. But screw it. Let's just see if we can find a path to the box. Wow, I have really found absolutely nothing useful there. I really need a town pretty badly. So I think these fights are going to be insanely difficult. I have no way of killing, like, large groups of guys. They just have all this single target damage, and that person always summons the skeletons. I'm pretty sure, actually, that I'm just going to get myself killed here. Really, really careful. I do good damage when I can. But again, AoE fights with the Dagger with this particular build are an absolute disaster. So this would be absolutely not the build to go for this particular fight. Also, I've just had really, really crappy items. If I picked up like a Bulldog set or something like that, I'd be able to just demolish these guys with chain lightning. But as it stands, I don't really have any way of killing multiple guys at once, so I just kind of rely on my Cyclone getting close and avoid getting killed. Pretty pathetic way to fight through these. Okay, and so I still didn't find anything useful. This is kind of crazy, actually. How have I not revealed any towns? I think I'm just gonna die to this guy. Kill, mini boss. Gotta do first. I am still good at killing whoever it is that I want to kill, but the problem is, these guys may not survive. There's so many of these little skeleton dudes. I have to play a very weak style against all these things. Even with my stun lock, again, I'm only doing one guy. Or if I had like a sword weapon or something, this would be fine. But with no area of effect damage, it's a disaster. Okay, so I have revealed some stuff. I think I'll move here. I'll probably die in this hazard fight, but if I don't... Oh, there's Restless Dead on top of the numbers. Fantastic. I'm absolutely going to get beaten down by these little guys. I really have to bother you. I have to chain my Vacuum and my Vortex Strike together. This is a perfect example of how not to go if you were going to go for Necros, obviously. This is the one kind of build that would absolutely struggle for doing Necros, so I thought I'd have this guy still on. My goodness, this is so silly. Okay, so let's shop at the bazaar. Spiked Flail is pretty good. Finally, that's attack damage. I could have gone with this too. It's even better as an attack damage booster. Didn't really look. I'll go ahead and heal up. And then I'll pick up some money so that I can actually shop. Oh, it makes such a huge difference to be able to actually hit it. So I let myself get hit for no reason because I was just kind of staring at my damage numbers. But I can actually kill guys now that I finally have a damage booster in my arsenal. It makes a huge difference. Maxing up the enemies. If I can keep them in one spot, it's a little easier to chain my stuff on them. What a disaster this build has been, though. Really did not work out well. I strongly encourage you to try the magic build. not this crazy build I'm doing. I probably want that healing potion, honestly. Just don't have enough money for it. So I'm gonna farm up here. I could actually, one thing, okay, I'm gonna try to show it off here. I can kill this mini-boss first, and then I can let the flesh eaters eat him, and he actually won't be raised. So that's an interesting thing to know about the Necros claims. You don't necessarily have to kill everyone. You can let the flesh eaters do some of the work for you, and eat the corpses so that they're not raised by Necros. Alright, so let's go back here, pick up the healing potion, and now I will go ahead and... I'm 2 teleports away. So I'll teleport here. Okay, it's a mini-game. Again, I think even with this relatively pathetic build, I should be able to easily merciless defense. That is one advantage of single target style builds. And again, I kind of forgot about the synergy, but it's an important one to note between Skull Crushers and Dagger. I'm basically always getting backstab damage because I'm always stunning guys with Skull Crushers. So that's a huge boost in my damage. So it was actually pretty smart to pick up the Skull Crusher set. I should have realized that and prioritized it more heavily. But now that I have it, at least I'm always hitting stun targets. Okay, I'll pop the dust for scouting. There's nothing I could buy there. I'll just teleport here to see if I want to backtrack to buy something on sale. No, none of this really does anything. I don't think I could do it anyways. So I have plenty of healing. I just need to kill this boss, and this boss is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, I want to immediately move him out into the center, where I find it easier to hit him. Okay, I already got myself hit once recklessly. I do really good damage to the boss when I'm on him. So there's that. But like these whirlers are a pain in the ass, they have bigger range than me. And it's really these guys with the arrows that I just don't like see them. Oh, my computer just stuttered actually. My computer is not so good at recording, so I might actually just die in one of these stutters. Create excuses for myself before I screw up here. So I need to dodge. Yeah, it's pretty dicey. Pretty dicey. Okay, so let's bring this guy down. Alright. Okay, anyways, that was a super dicey clear. That was not the way to build this. I was curious how it would work. If the sets had worked out completely perfectly, this might have been okay, but basically this was just a terrible way to build my dude. With no sort of physical damage support, with all these skills that really only scale around skill mastery, I was really dependent on picking up like a lot of attack damage early on to make this build useful. If I picked up a set like Tormentors that gave me area of effect damage, it would be fine. But again, with no support, relying completely on single target damage at a very close range with a very low health pool, definitely not the way to build this guy. But hey, it worked with the gamepad. So thanks for watching.